The fucking banana. I cannot.
All right.
Is this thing on?
Heavenly voices have come from above to signal this week's
Really?
UCR live. All right.
All right.
Let the
Applause,
Belchers here. We've got
She
a
is. I'm gonna
potassium
send you
filled
this photo.
Madison Divine down the bottom, as per usual. Delish.
Always
Welcome
swallowing
everyone to
something.
this week's UCR Live. We've got a sexy panel of 6 here today. That is a very interesting combination you are having there, Madison Divine. Bananas and wine.
Probably by the end of the night, I'm going to be swirling my banana in
having a
this
fruit
wine.
salad.
Oh,
Delicacy.
does that make it a smoothie? If you
Yeah.
if
There's a
you-
whole lot of fruit between me, the banana, this.
Too much. How do we
Love
feel
it.
about
Cheers.
the Ukraine? How do you feel about the Ukraine winning Eurovision Song Contest?
All the way. Hello.
All the way. Hello.
Let's just wait until the next flag that I pop up because I have
Yeah.
another. I have 4 other ones.
Where's
Oh.
that red flag?
Everywhere, just all over
Right.
Madison Divide.
Yep.
red flag, red flag.
Red flag.
We wave the white flag of truth for Vera.
This bitch has a
because
prop
she is-
station in front
Is
of
it the
her. I
white
know
flag
she
of
does.
truth?
Yes.
Surrender to me.
We surrender to your truth. Is what I'm saying. We surrender to the
kid.
truth of Vera. How are you, girl?
Oh, we're having a stressful week here.
Oh, do
I've
tell.
been sick all week. I've had this
Oh.
respiratory thing. I've had like 5 negative COVID tests. I
Oh.
didn't go to work the other day, but we're gonna make it.
Were they
I'm
rat
going to New
tests,
York in the
Vera, or
morning.
PCR?
I'm going to New York in the morning.
Were they
Luke
rat
wants to
tests
know
or
were they rat
PCR?
tests or PCR tests, please?
They were the rapid tests.
Oh.
You now can get more of those.
I
For
have
free.
tons. I got 15 of them still.
They're all
Oh.
free if you steal them.
Yeah, they usually make us nurses rat tests before we come in and stuff like that. So they throw them at us.
Speaking of rats, someone who loves rats of the sky, we have Dakota. She's here. She
Me.
loves pigeons.
Rats of the
Segue.
sky.
Love the background, Dakota.
Huh?
I love your background.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's Amazon.
Oh.
Like roses.
$7.99.
Oh, I want one now too. It's
Order
better than
it.
these yellow bricks. Like, ugh.
So we want to know,
Get it
Dakota,
done. Yeah.
because we haven't caught up with you since the Nashville trip.
You have not.
How did it go?
I'm pregnant. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
It was fun. It was super fun. I wish I would have had more time, but
I want to hear about the drag queen who said she's followed you on TikTok.
yeah, I was like, because I went on this. It was called the Big Drag Bus. It was so fun. You did a 90-minute tour downtown Nashville on this party bus, and drag queens performed, and then like we could dance and stuff, and could drink on it. So I'm like, I'm in. But so I had like mentioned something. She's like, oh my god, I thought you looked familiar. Yeah, I watched you on TikTok. I'm like, and then I ran into somebody at the zoo that was a follower, and I felt so cool. My best friend, I'm like, isn't that so cool? My best friend's like, I guess. I'm like, bitch, I'm famous.
Yeah,
Don't be
I'm
jealous of my
fucking
boogie.
Yeah.
I'm really not that in the ring.
I was like, it was so much fun though. But
It does sound like fun.
That's good. Nashville's always a good time, right? Always.
yeah, Broadway is a clusterfuck. That is so many people. I'm not that bold. You can't even walk down the street.
Oh, you're right, girl. You okay? She sounds traumatized. She's like, it's okay.
My
Breathe.
anxiety was screaming.
Breathe it out.
I'm gonna have
Speaking
to
of
do
our
that
anxious
someday.
little puppy, how are ya?
Oh, Christ.
Oh.
I didn't know it was going to be me.
It's you.
Yeah, no, I'm okay.
What
I'm
you think
nervous.
was left?
Yeah, look, do I have a story this week? I'm just finalizing stuff for us to go to the States, which has been /nightmare/fun. And my dog's now sitting out like the cake in the rain. He's so stupid because it's raining really heavy here. So he's laid under a tree, but the rain's just still hitting him, and he's just laying there. He has
Aw.
he's a double base shed to sleep in. He's an idiot. I can't help him anymore.
Peter, you can message Luke. Don't send us shit because we don't care.
If his dog isn't smart
So-
enough to come out of the rain, then
So
you know.
Jeff does have Bigfoot in his backyard.
Yes.
Well, and at least one of his dogs are getting wet because we know Luke's isn't.
This is true.
God bless
I'm
you.
a born again. I'm a born again virgin. No.
I think we all are.
No.
Speak for yourself, bitch.
Okay, the gays
I
are.
get
Yeah,
the
and
dick.
that's not
I
true.
get the dick.
No.
Luke was messing
Dakota's
like,
Dakota's like doing like COVID and pregnancy tests in succession right now.
Shit, which one's
I'm like,
Damn,
let's take
Nashville.
them and mix them up. See which one's positive. You'll never know.
You'll never. You'll never.
Well, I suspect you'll have to tell us eventually.
Yeah. I'm not ready for kids yet. I'm living my best life.
Jeff's not ready for kids
Dakota
yet.
Carp, your makeup on fleek, girl, says
Thanks,
Spencer
bitch.
Elizabeth.
That's my sister.
Thanks, bitch.
it's all right. Don't worry,
Bitch.
Dakota. If you need a good friend to push you down the stairs, I'm your guy.
Oh my God. It's
It's
horrible.
illegal in Oklahoma now.
No wire
I
hangers, though,
know.
guys. No
Can you
wire
I don't
just
think you
push me down
should
the
joke
stairs
about
anyway?
that, Jeff.
Why?
Not with everything that's going on in your country right now. Probably
what we
not the
do.
right joke.
That's what
I mean,
we
it-
do.
I mean, doesn't that give a whole new meaning to a woman's right to choose?
Yeah, I'm just trying to help them out.
Yeah, how
Look
many
at- we'll
how
get
many
around it.
flights of stairs does she want to do? What
If
story?
you have any complaints, send them to Steve.
If you have any complaints, please send them to Joe Rogan Podcast.
Yeah.
Send them to management at uncensoredradio.live, and I'm sure we'll forward them to Katrina.
And she only answers them when she's
Jeffrey,
really
How
drunk.
are you, girl?
I am exhausted. We have filmed I don't know how many shows this week, and
I've seen too much of you this week.
I know it's been kind of insane. We're very, very close to announcing a premiere date for the reboot of Guilty Pleasures, which is
I'm so
very,
close.
very, very exciting.
Any second now.
And then Katrina and Angelique and I are getting ready to head to Atlanta for
That's
Karen
only a few
Ash-
weeks, hey.
Yes, Karen Ashley's Comic-Con that her and Nikia and
Ranger.
Mikey do.
Pop.
Ranger Stop and Pop. Yeah, June 10th to the 12th. The three of us will be there causing a ruckus.
Is
So if
Katrina
you go-
going in a bikini?
No, but if you go to Ranger, you can go to the website right there. You can get your tickets online. They're a little cheaper ahead of time. So come hang out with us. And there's going to be plenty of debauchery. Good times.
Debauchery?
Yes,
Well, how
darling.
dare you, debauchery?
My goodness.
What's going
I
on? It smells
know.
like cum in here. Oh.
Mhm.
My favorite scent.
Oh, sticky.
We're in Atlanta, Georgia.
In Atlanta, and that is the
Bless
lights.
your
The
heart.
lights went
I'll
out.
leave Nicole alone. She was a wonderful guest. You missed that one, Madison.
Mm.
With Nicole Page Brooks on our show, and she was
Oh my
fucking a riot.
god!
We have so much backstage stuff that
If
we
you,
didn't
if you want to watch
air.
Nicole Page Brooks, you can. It's been a busy week. I feel very confused, but we need to jump into this week. That's the wrong video.
Hot
This one.
load of hot topics.
Anyway,
All
so
All I
I'm
got
very
them was
confused.
topics.
It was like,
I'm very confused. Actually, I'm about this confused.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Did
is
anyone
that?
see Kendall Jenner trying to
Mm.
cut a cucumber?
no.
Are we surprised she can't?
Oh,
Uh-uh.
look.
Doesn't she have
No
people to
words.
cut those?
No,
Oh,
she
she wants to
doesn't.
do
Not
it
when
on
it's
her
not when it
own.
has to happen on camera.
Oh, I can do it.
I was going to say, so that's why I'm not surprised she can't do it, because she never normally has to. So
How you say
People are
cucumber? How you say cucumber?
I
Can
mean,
we
she
stop
probably
giving Kardashian's air.
I'm thinking
mean,
she
even if-
only uses those for like those whole for other things in the bedroom.
As we
like,
talked about on an upcoming show, yes.
well, even
yes.
Caitlyn had to have someone else cut her cucumber. So
Oh, Katie McCarthy rolling in her PTA grave.
Transphobic.
But we'll start the week off with some good news, guys. Rihanna had her baby. Oh,
She did?
she did.
Yeah.
Baby boy, apparently.
Where
Yeah,
am I, man?
today.
No
You're
name
right
or
there,
anything
Jeffrey.
like that at the moment. Jeffrey's dying.
Jeffrey is dying.
Good
but
luck
yes,
to that kid.
I think that
Yeah.
kid's fine.
So far.
The amount of
Well,
weed
Danny's
that she smokes,
probably-
the amount of weed that she smokes, will come like, hey, what's going on?
Allegedly.
Hey.
No, she loves it. She loves the weed. Good on her. Half a
I'm
power.
sure she
Also-
didn't smoke while
Isn't
she
her
was
baby
pregnant.
daddy is
Mhm.
in prison?
But who cares? They're not married. She could be like,
Still the baby daddy.
yeah, whatever. As if she'd be like, whatever.
He's up
Yeah, the
all
kid can't choose
man.
another father. Daddy's in jail.
Whatever.
That comes
Who
with
cares?
baggage.
Yeah, do you know what helps baggage? Lots of money and lots of therapy. There
Yeah,
you go.
that's
If money doesn't
well,
make you
adjusted
happy,
the
you're not trying
Kardashians
hard
are.
enough. Is my opinion. That's my opinion. On local news, though, we do have to congratulate friend of the show / cast member / all-round amazing individual, Ms. Katie Underwood. Her new single with Belinda Chappell as part of Carbell has debuted at number 2 on Australian iTunes. So if you are in Australia, you can listen to Heartstrings. Now, if you are in America, you've got to wait another, what,
2 hours.
4 hours.
3 or 4 hours, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a bop. So, Katie, great work. Hopefully, the girls are going to come on the show and have a little bit of a chat about some stuff, which would be nice. Try to
Did
get
you
that
get
happening.
an early copy, Jeffrey?
I did not, and I am so pissed. Underwood, you're on my shit list.
You got to know.
Yeah.
You got to know. You got to know people.
He's been listening to mantra dreaming every night to calm himself down.
I am.
Katie.
I gotta listen to mantra dreaming, and then I'm gonna have to use
Oh.
my Young Living diffuser and put some nice
Here we go.
lavender oil.
And then
Oh,
you've got to
it's
take some
Oh.
My True 10 gummies.
That's right.
Come on, Jeffrey. I shouldn't have to finish your plugs
I know.
anymore.
Why is he shilling your
It's
shill?
been a long time since he's been finished off, so just be happy.
Or plugged, really.
It
If we're
really
honest.
has.
If we're
Going on
honest.
4 years. Going on
If
4
we're
years.
honest. Oh, Jeffrey, we have to get you a
Dried
whore.
up.
We have to get you a
Virgin Mary,
whore for your
hello.
birthday or something.
No, I'm
Happy
good. I'm
birthday.
retired.
I'm retired. Off the game. Off the
Retired.
game.
I'm
He's
fine.
not
You turned in your gay card, didn't you?
I did.
I'm thinking about putting mine in too.
Yeah, I think the last one I slept with was a woman, anyways.
Oh.
There you go.
What?
What?
Jeffrey's name is Jeffrey Take
Oh,
Covers
come
in it.
on. A hole's a hole. What does it matter? It's 2022.
Yeah,
I love that.
we wake
I
up.
love
Yeah,
it.
so fresh.
The
You
code is
love
all
that, but the
about
woman
this.
that he slept with didn't love
a
it.
hole's a hole. yes, Cheryl. Yeah.
We love
Yeah.
it. Woo!
Yeah, that's what I want to hear when
That's
you
very
wake up in the
nice.
morning.
That's very woke of Jeffrey.
Oh, there's
and
no
what-
waking up together in the morning. Especially
you gotta
I
go.
agree with you.
You gotta
Hey.
go.
Guess better down the stairs.
Yeah. You can sleep in the guest room, but you ain't sleeping with me.
This queen size
Never
bed,
let them
and
stay
I am
over.
the queen. Goodbye.
You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here.
We're not
Exactly.
cuddling. You need to get out. Bye.
Yes.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
she'll release her murder pigeons and it'll be all over.
Yep.
Attack!
Attack.
I can't wait till you get them. But the wokeness thing is spreading around. I don't know if you guys saw this story. There is a new horror movie coming out from Blumhouse called They Them. Now, I thought this is a bit of a cute idea. It's actually set at a conversion camp,
What?
and the teen where the
Try to
camp
convert from
counselors,
gay to straight.
yeah, get like a gay conversion camp.
I think
So,
South Park did it better.
But Kevin Bacon's in it. Kevin Bacon's the main villain, so he's going back to his like camp roots, and they have to escape the camp counselors who use strange and cruel techniques to try and make them straighty 180.
Didn't he already do a horror movie where he was raping little boys?
Kevin
Yeah, it's called
Bacon?
Sleepers. Oh,
Yes. Oh, yeah, Sleepers. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Yeah.
We forget the 90s, kids. Don't forget the 90s.
Mhm.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
Sleepers
god.
is a
Kevin
great
Bacon
movie.
is actually quite a good actor.
Yes,
I
he
wonder
is.
if I wonder if you'll get
He's
his
on Johnny
bacon
Depp
stripped
level
out, though.
crazy, I feel like. Like he's
But he
you
always
know,
gets
the-
his dick out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bacon.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Bacon.
Kevin
Well,
Bacon
if your
always
surname's Bacon, wouldn't you just bring out
But the
bacon?
strangest thing for me was when he did the Hollow Man and it went invisible. Like, you
And
know
it was
how he
still
was the
flopping
invisible
around.
man? Like, yeah, he
These
was
little
on the table
glands were
flopping
still there.
around, and then he went invisible, and it started to just fade away. It went like when he turned invisible, it broke down to like cellular level, so all the tissue went away, and there was just veins and stuff. It was a very strange moment in cinema. It's like, would you like to see Kevin Bacon's cock
Well-
vein? Come and see the Hollow Man.
You loved it.
I was
It's
just
still
like,
stuck with you, obviously.
what's a strange choice for a movie? It's like-
Now I need to go back and rewatch it because
There you
I
go.
don't recall that. I feel like I would have
I'm gonna
noticed.
bet you the
It's a good
American
film.
version did not have that specific scene.
Probably.
Could have,
It
that
must
could
not
be
have.
like that. That could have been the like DVD version,
International
that
cut.
unrated DVD version.
You mean the
that they used.
uncut version?
The
Ah.
Dick James version.
I like
Is
it.
he uncut? I don't remember from.
I
Wild
don't remember
Things.
either. I don't remember that specific.
No,
you
he
know.
had the knob on there. It was the knobs
It
there.
has the knob on
Yeah,
there.
and-
Yeah,
He's-
because he
he's
did
got
it
the
also
control
in Wild
knob.
Things. Yeah, he
Oh,
did in
the
Wild
Hot
Things. He
Oh,
was
how
naked.
good was
She on,
Wild Things?
Entertainment Tonight
That
today.
movie was hot. I may be gay as the day is long, but that movie's hot.
Dakota, do you know what we're talking
And what happened to
about?
Denise Richards?
No.
I don't think we'll ever see her
again.
I don't know what you're talking about. Circumcision?
Dakota,
No,
we
it was
can't
from
talk
a movie
about.
called Wild Things, and it had Nev Campbell.
So yeah, Dakota, in the early 2000s, there was a movie called Wild Things, and it starred
Homework.
starred Nev Campbell and Denise Richards and Kevin
Okay.
Bacon and Matt
Dylan.
Matt Dillon.
Oh,
And it was all
yeah.
he was
I
Matt
love
hot,
Matt
Dillon.
Dillon. I
He was
love
hot.
him.
and like Nev
Yeah.
Campbell, who was
Lots
Nev
of
Campbell, who was
doodles and boobs
fresh.
in that one.
Yeah, Nev Campbell was like fresh from Party of Five, where she was like all pure and whatnot, and she played like the gutter trash.
No,
like, naughty,
wasn't it
bad
the other
girl.
Dylan?
No.
Oh,
It
Oh,
wasn't
oh,
the,
oh.
It wasn't the real popular Dylan. It was the brother.
Well, either way, he was hot.
No, it was Matt Dillon, wasn't it?
What's the other one's
I
name?
don't
I'm
know
Googling.
now.
I'm googling.
Because there's
We're
two
Googling.
Dylans.
I'm doing
Maybe
Katie
one of our
McCarthy.
viewers will chime in with that one.
What viewers?
Hey,
Hey,
Matt Dillon.
I see the
Sam
little eye lit
Lombardo.
up there.
Is it Matt?
Oh, that's
no.
right. Bill Murray was in it too. Random.
Yeah, Bill Murray was like the solicitor, wasn't he?
Yeah. Well, it was an inappropriate movie, so Bill Murray does inappropriate things on set.
It's very good. There was like
But-
that. What was the other one with that crazy bitch with the dark hair and she gets thrown in the pool? Oh God,
Swim Fan.
she was very evil. Oh God.
Melrose Place.
No, it was a movie.
Are you having
and it was-
flashback to your childhood?
Yeah,
Right.
It was the evil bitch.
Ooh.
Swim
She
Fan.
was like, it had the the other bitch with the curly hair that kind of looked like Denise Richards. You know the one that
Rebecca
Oh,
Gayheart.
yes, her. She was in it, I think. And
Urban Legend.
Jawbreaker?
No, but it was
Jawbreaker?
no. I think it'll come back to me.
Oh, okay. But we do
Anyway,
love
we're
Jawbreaker.
getting,
Moving on.
we're getting
Anyway.
off track.
I love the movie Jawbreaker.
Jawbreaker
best.
is amazing. So inappropriate if you watch it these days.
Vera's like,
especially
this is bullshit. I don't.
I
You
know,
know, before-
I'm trying to look up Matt Dillon.
Before Rose McGowan had terrible plastic surgery.
Oh, girl, don't.
Back
She'll
when
come
she was
for
still
us.
making terrible
Oh, she'll come
choices
for
for
us?
casting couches.
What?
Ooh, that was a bit much. That was a bit close.
What happened?
Leave
No.
Rose alone.
She'll come
Next.
for you. She'll write a strange, off-putting pop song about you. She'll be like, "Ooh." Her music's weird. I like it. Speaking of old shows that are coming back from the dead, A League of Their Own, the
Aw.
TV show.
There's
It's
no
coming.
crying in
It's coming.
baseball.
There's no crying in baseball, but apparently there's lots of lesbianism. They're saying
Oh,
that the new show is set in the same universe as the movie, but it's the team that is after the team from the movie or something like that. So that's why we
The
have
Little
no Gina
Sisters
Davis.
team there?
That's why we have no Gina Davis. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why
Jesse
Gina
and
Davis
Peaches
can't be
or
back in
whatever
her
the fuck they
20s.
were.
Gina Davis has a bad tooth to gum ratio.
Well, I'm glad that they didn't try to like take the same
recast
characters
or anything like
Yeah,
that.
I like that they changed. You know what I mean? They moved it along, and they're bringing in new characters.
You
and,
can't
know.
replace Gina Davis
No.
and Laurie Petty and Rosie O'Donnell and Madonna.
Madonna.
Good
Rosie
God.
O'Donnell has gotten too crazy to do the movie again.
How
Madonna's
dare you
gotten
speak of
crazy.
Jeffrey's close personal
I
friend, Rosie
don't
O'Donnell?
even
like
care.
This
I
should
do.
be
I
the
do because
Rose
I want to
Attack show.
interview her. I have lots of questions for Rosie.
I have watched her live on TikTok, and literally, it is like a train wreck.
You're watching her tit?
Jeffrey's giving you the stink eye there.
I don't
Jeffrey,
really care.
Segue for you. You
Somebody-
interviewed someone who knows Rosie very well this week. Yeah, Miss Jeanette
Oh,
Barber.
yes, I did. Yeah, if you missed it, for the 2 people watching, go check out.
Would love that.
today's episode.
You can never trust this thing, so who knows how many people are out there.
Or you can go to uncensoredradio.live and you can catch out my interview with Jeanette Barber. You may remember her from the Rosie O'Donnell show. She was the head writer, and then when Rosie went on The View, Jeanette went with her there. She's won 6 Emmys from her head writing days. She's also a stand-up comic and author, and she actually had some really great Arthur. And she had some really great information. She struggles. She has osteoporosis, and she has some great information for people that maybe don't want to, swallow a whole bunch of medication with some treatments that she is receiving. And she talked about how she had a lot of pain and how the mind-body connection. She'd gone on Rosie's show back in the day. Howard Stern suffered from the same thing, and how there was a doctor in the mind-body connection, and she was cured. So it's a fascinating chat we had. So check it out.
Yeah,
So side note,
I like watching that.
So I just have to say, even though I may have made some rude comments about Rosie O'Donnell, I do have her action figure, like her full-on Barbie doll.
Rosie has an action figure.
Yeah,
She
she
does.
back in the day, when the show was on, she had an
the
action
plush
figure.
doll or the Barbie doll?
The Barbie doll. And it's still in the
Barbie
case.
I'll take that.
Go, Rosie.
I'll take that. Madison, you have to leave that in your will to Jeffrey Emmett, please.
No, I like it. You can ship that right down to me. Thank you.
Show me the money.
All right. Speaking of old things that are getting a replay, I don't know how this is going to work. A Married with Children animated series is coming out.
Animated?
Animated.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a lot like Family Guy. That's
I feel
the
like
vibe
we're
I'm
going to have
getting.
to go Family Guy, but in this modern day, if you watch that show back, it's not necessarily the most
it's going to get canceled in the pilot.
Whatever, like
Family Guy isn't cringy.
I know, but I think Family Guy is in a niche like South Park now. People just have it in the background of life, like they're just used to it. This is going to be new, quote unquote, so they should know better. Some of the stuff that Family Guy and American Dad and South Park get away with, you go, oh, how dare in this modern day. But look, I think people just don't pay attention to it anymore because they know it's there. But this will be all over the news because the whole original cast have agreed to come back. I think a lot of the whole animated thing might have to do with Christina Applegate's condition as well, with like being able to film and da. So
why? What's wrong with her?
She's got MS.
She MS.
Oh, she's gone Selma Blair.
Yeah, she's got MS, so she's going through treatment and everything for that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Something was going on during the filming of the.
I know the sweetest thing. I'm very worried. Someone call Cameron Diaz. What's going on? I need to know if she's okay.
Cameron Diaz eats a holistic diet. She lives on onion jam.
Yeah.
Is this the Glickman bar mitzvah?
Moesha? No.
These are the days of our lives.
Say hi to Maurice.
I love that movie. It's even better if you find the DVD.
Watch it with the cast.
Watch it with the cast commentary. The cast commentary is hilarious. Anyway, I'll be watching it. I liked Married with Children. I think they're funny. Katie Sagal has a horror movie coming out.
Does she?
Katie
Yeah.
Seagal's a like really underrated talent.
She's all
I
over
love
the place.
her.
She's on the Connors. She's got a movie coming out. She's going to go back and do this. She's
She was
fucking
on
all over
Sons
the
of
place.
Anarchy. She's a
Rebel.
jazz singer.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Rebel was cancelled though, wasn't
Rebel
it?
went away. That's why I
Yeah.
think she's like signed on the dotted line for the
It
married
wasn't
children
good.
thing. Yeah, but
It
she
was-
plays a
it wasn't her
country.
fault,
So her new show movie is called Torn Hearts, and she plays one half. It's set in Nashville. One half of a
She's like a
country
judge.
music duo. Yeah, it's like the judge, but she murdered her sister. And
Wow.
they go to
Can you
these
do
kids
that?
go to write a song with her, and she goes crazy and tries to kill
Well,
him.
one's
Looks
dead
cool.
now.
I'll be watching it. It comes out the 20th. It comes out today or tomorrow in the States. It's on Blumhouse. It's a Blumhouse movie. It's cool. I love it. Speaking of crazy, do we have some crazy? Did anyone? I'm probably gonna hear no. See Cara Delevingne, the music.
Oh,
awards?
I saw the pictures of her like photobombing everybody's.
This bitch.
I
Yes.
don't know.
Oh
her.
yeah.
I don't know any of them.
Wasn't she
Alright.
like playing with one of their like weaves
Jeffrey
on the
in the
runway?
background here of the photo with the waving. I think it's Cash or Fan. That is actress / model Cara Delevingne. Next to her is rapper Megan Thee Stallion, and in front of her is pop / R&B artist Doja Cat. So
Oh,
I
That's
know
who that
Doja
is.
Cat, I guess, but I'm not to look
Cara
at.
was on the Cara, who is a celebrity in her own right, randomly just showed up with Megan Thee Stallion and did the press line with her, but didn't appear in any of the photos, but kept running around her, touching her like she was the stylist. Everyone's like, this stylist's on fucking crack. And it turns out to be Cara Delevingne. And like when they're taking photos, she just run out every couple of seconds and grab the train of the dress, flip it and run away. And then
She's on
she's
crack.
like, there's
She's
I
off her
think it's-
face.
I actually think it's cocaine, but anyway.
Yeah.
Like there's pictures and
Cocaine,
video of her
crack.
like just touching everyone, talking to everyone, and you can just in this photo here. One of
Yeah,
these
look at her
girls,
eyes are bugging.
one of these girls
Can we talk
actually
about the
cut
guy
her-
in the hat behind her? How he's like
cut her
cross-eyed?
out of the put it on social media and cut her out of the picture. They're like,
So
this
awkward.
crazy bitch. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh.
I really can't get over like the guy in the back with his eyes cross-eyed in the
Doesn't
hat.
he look like some sort of Banana Republic villain?
Right.
Yes. Like the cigar is coming out at any moment. This is
Ah,
my
hey there,
island.
kid.
Bye, Dakota.
Waka
Oh, we
waka.
lost Dakota.
Hold
The
on.
card is
I'm
gone.
having a malfunction.
She's having a
Oh, yeah.
Boost Mobile
That's
problem.
okay.
No, I'm not. My internet's fine.
Call your provider.
Shit.
We're gonna have to
I'm
call
He's
our
having a
providers.
wardrobe malfunction.
Guys, we're going
Jenny
to call our
popped out.
providers on
God.
September 20th because Hocus Pocus 2
Hocus Pocus
is upon
2.
us on the 20th of September. I cannot
So,
wait.
Can we
It's
talk about how
excited.
Bette Midler looks kind of scary in this photo?
Can we talk about how Catherine Medina
The
looks like
witch.
she had a stroke?
Well, she
Right.
has lost. She's lost a lot of weight since the
She-
first.
She
Both
is,
of them
it
did.
looks like a stroke.
Yeah.
No, but that was her
That's her-
face. That was her character.
Yes, I know she has a very sideways face, but
But
That's
like,
how she does the character.
Bette Midler just looks really weird. Her like they
She's
should have given her
old.
more. No, but like I mean, she's polished perfect. I mean, Bette Midler is beautiful, but
Leave her.
her
She is
hair looks
70.
weird.
I'm so
she's in her
excited.
70s.
God only
I
knows none
fucking-
of us will look like that in our 70s.
But what about all the
Well, Kat
controversy
might.
around Thora Birch not being in the sequel? But I have a feeling that she's going to randomly have a cameo and they're just going to downplay it.
Thora Birch. What? We'll see. Thora Birch left when Thora Birch was contracted to be in Wednesday as well, the Netflix show, and she left that show, and then she also didn't appear in Hocus Pocus 2. So maybe the problem's Thora.
Or maybe
Let's just
Thora's
put it
on
out
coke too.
Thora's coat. Allegedly, Thora
My
is friends
God.
with Cara Delevingne. Thora and Cara are friends.
What are you grabbing your head for, Jeffrey?
Jeffrey's
Because I keep saying terrible things, it's going to get him cancelled.
terrible things. It's no.
You ain't
All
gonna
right.
get me canceled, bitch.
Do you know who should be
No
cancelled?
one cares about me. If I wasn't on next week, they wouldn't care, but they'll be saying, "Where's Jeffrey?"
The Australian Prime Minister should be cancelled for this.
Please.
He tackled a small child.
He did not tackle him. Oh my
He
god.
tackled a small
I can't
child
stand the media.
on the
He
eve
fell
of
over.
the election.
He legit fell over. They were playing soccer and he
I'm-
Could you
fell
imagine if
over.
Biden did that though?
I'm telling you,
Imagine-
my priest did the same thing to me when I was younger.
Biden forgot
Oh
that
my
Ukraine
God.
was getting invaded and said Iraq. So I don't think we should be using Biden as any kind of.
Leave Joe alone. He can't help it. He doesn't know where he is.
He's
He
demented
knows
as hell.
where he is.
I love Vera.
I don't know.
Vera, we didn't talk about it a while ago when he made that speech. When he made that speech and turned around and talked to no one.
He has to take time to find his words.
Vera, on the radio this morning, I heard him talking about Russia's invasion on Iraq. And then at the end he goes, oh, I mean Ukraine.
And he does.
He's derpy.
Vera.
If it was Trump, you'd be like, he doesn't even know what the fuck's going on.
He doesn't.
I love that video of him turning around and talking to someone invisible and then not being able to find his way off stage. It's like, someone help the man. Help.
I
him
do
get
that all
off
the
stage.
time. I can't
He
even
is
talk
so
shit.
old. Let him go.
I'm like,
I love it. I love Joe. I think Joe's great. But I just
Maybe he
Joe's
just
great.
smokes a
When
lot
you
of pot.
think about the
I hope so.
fucking dump
Just really
truck full
old.
of shit that was left on the White House lawn that Joe's got to fucking shovel out every fucking day that Trump left there, this man's doing pretty fucking good. no matter what mistakes he's making.
Vera, would you like
somebody
a
shit on
drink?
the White House lawn.
Would you like a drink? I think you need a
Trump
drink.
shit all over this country.
Oh,
There's a lot of
Vera,
shit in
I've
that
triggered
rose
you
garden.
into an early bed.
theoretically, not literally.
I'm just
Got it.
trying to stoke her up. What about the rose garden, Vera? What about the rose garden?
That fucking cunt ripped up that his rose garden. God damn it. Don't you ever tell me the Trumps were good for this country, those two bastard grifting jerks.
So does that mean you will?
You a rose
So Vera, I have a very
garden.
important question. Will you be voting for the Trumps in 2024?
No, not unless they're running for prison.
They're running from prison at the moment. That's the whole problem.
God bless the
Everybody running
USA.
around getting crazy about all the pedophiles in this world. Nobody said the goddamn thing about the fact that Trump announced on Howard Stern that if his daughter wasn't related to him, he'd be dating her when she was 14 fucking years old. This man is a grifting, lying, stealing pig, and don't you dare tell me that Joe Biden isn't 15 floors above him in the presidential rungs.
There isn't any audio of Joe grabbing pussy. Let's be honest.
No, there isn't.
No, because he couldn't find it.
Leave him alone.
Oh my god!
I didn't grab pussy back in the day.
I'm going
They
to
were
house.
gentlemen. I have to leave to my own home where I am right now.
Madison,
What's
you were
that? You
terrible.
leaving for something?
I think Madison's worse than me on this show.
Where'd
Should I
Jessica?
bring him?
Oh wait, I'm
Jeffrey's
pulling up
dead.
something just for
Jeffrey's in the
Vera.
Blair Witch
Vera,
Project.
Vera, I got something just for you. Okay,
I got
it.
Vera, you got it. See, okay.
All right. This is Donald J. Trump, former president of the United States. I moved on her like a bitch, but I couldn't get there. And she was married. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just started kissing them. It's like a magnet. Just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything you want. Grab 'em by the pussy. You can do anything. A message by Donald J. Trump, Republican President of the United States.
I'm an Oompa Loompa and I approve this
You're
message.
welcome. I pulled that shit just for you.
Let
He's
it
a
let it
piece
never
of
be
shit.
said that we are
And
not
if you
equal.
can't see that Joe Biden is leaps and bounds ahead of that piece of shit, then I don't know.
Oh,
what's
I'm not
wrong
saying
with it.
he's not. I'm just saying that
He old.
I don't know if he's fit
We're all
though
old.
to be running a country. Like, you know,
Yeah,
but he's got a
well-
whole team that'll
Trump-
prop him up.
Trump couldn't walk down a ramp. Did you see him
Let's-
drink water?
Let's be honest. We're all just waiting for Camilla to.
Please.
Well, it's like the Kardashians. They have people to cut their cucumbers. Trump had people obviously to give him his sippy
Camilla.
cup. So, you know,
Nobody
they lack
should
these
be able
skills.
to- everybody should be able to drink water before they get out of kindergarten. It's a life skill. You don't
Both
hold
hands
back
on the
and
cup
tip
and
your
lift.
body backwards. That's like some cognitive
Dude,
dysfunction.
but you know why he
That's
can't do that,
organic brain
Vera?
dysfunction.
Vera, let's be honest. You know why he can't do that? Because the girdle won't allow him to bend forward. He has to lift.
And he
There's
needs
no
a better
movement.
girdle because he's still just as fat as I am.
He's
He
probably
got
a
those
huge
T-Rex
bitch.
arms.
You know what?
And
He
no-
probably needs some insulin.
Oh, good
I
segue.
can't believe he doesn't.
Right? So
He's the
talk to us-
healthiest president in history. What are you
Can
talking
you
about?
guys
Oh, God,
like
yeah.
the Australian audience is very confused by this whole situation because we've got Medicare. Why?
They didn't hear that Trump
Why?
grabbed women by the pussy?
No, I'm talking about the whole insulin drama that's
So
going on.
insulin
Oh
costs
my
too much for
God.
people to survive over there, and then they feed you full of fucking $1 Frosties from
yes.
Wendy's.
Let's talk about, Biden's letting people die, but we're not going to vote to cap the price of insulin so that anybody can afford insulin, so that diabetics aren't rationing it. I had a patient die because they were rationing their insulin.
Oh,
That's
It's
terrible.
bullshit.
Look here.
$738 a vial. A vial. Do you know how many mLs are in a fucking vial?
Oh wow.
738. It's a fucking crime. And it started when the Republicans started deregulating the cost of prescription drugs. And then that Crowley, that Trump ally, bought the patent for insulin. Like there's a fucking patent for insulin. And now he's charging $738 a vial. And every single Republican in this Congress would not vote to cap the price of insulin. It's fucking criminal. We are being run by a criminal enterprise.
that's horrible.
Big
It is
Pharma is a
horrible.
real thing, kids. Big
Yeah.
Pharma is a real thing.
What
Because
did you
here,
guys?
people get it on PBS, like it's like they get it subsidized. so
Pharmaceutical
people-
benefit scheme.
They don't have to pay too much out of their own pocket. It's very minimal. Usually it's about, if you're on a pension or something, it's like $5 or $6. And then the needles are free. So you get your insulin pens for cheap. And there's not a drama here.
Not to mention that these pharmaceutical companies are taking federal tax dollars, our fucking money, to do all the research for these drugs that they're taking the patents on and they're taking the profits on, and they are gouging the fuck out of Americans because they're still selling it to Australia for $38 a vial. And they're still selling it to the UK for $38 a vial. But because they know there's no regulation here in this country, thank you, the Republicans, they're selling it for $738 a vial. It is fucking criminal.
That is
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm like, I am glad I live in Australia.
I'm not gonna have
Just
any
quietly.
left for my
As
fat.
much as I complain about it, I'm like,
I was gonna say, and I'm not going to
I
argue with
do
Vera
live
because she's absolutely completely right in this.
No,
She's right.
completely
Like,
right.
She's completely right. Like it
She
is
said it all.
disgusting that you would do that to your own citizens, like knowing
Well,
that
yeah.
you're killing them.
Did
And
anybody see?
the same motherfuckers who are running down Biden because there's a infamil shortage in this country voted against giving money to the FDA to end the shortage today.
Yep.
This is your right.
We're gonna
to
complain
party.
about it, but we'll do
You
nothing
have
to
be
fix it.
born, But we don't have to feed you once we get here, or give you
Yep.
medicine once you get here, or even educate you once you get here.
No.
They're not pro-life. They're pro-birth. They're the biggest fucking bunch of hypocrites that ever walked the planet. And
When
they're
we're in
all
like
going
a
to fucking hell
global
with their
crisis of
Bible and their
overpopulation.
flag clutched in their hands.
Well, you know what I've been seeing the last few days, which I think is absolutely heartbreaking. Mothers have been making TikTok videos, trying to get them out there, asking for people, like, if you find this formula, I will pay you extra money. I'll pay shipping if you can send
You
it
know
to
what
me. That's so
I've been
sad.
seeing this week that made me believe that there's hope for humanity. Newborn mothers saying, I pump. I will have extra breast milk and I will get it to you. Message me.
Yep. Yeah,
That
I've been
made
seeing
me
that on
fucking
TikTok
cry.
too. I saw that on TikTok too. Mom was she's like, I overproduced. She had like a whole big deep freeze full of breast milk. She's like, let me know. I'll send it. Like, it's just insane, but that is so sweet.
A friend of
Did
my
you guys
sister's
over there
friend-
have that problem too with a lot of Chinese buying out all the formula and sending it back to China because China doesn't
What?
trust the formula that they produce there because a lot of infants had died.
Well-
so that happened around when
What?
my daughter was a little baby. I'd have to drive around town to find formula because they were all bought out. So then every store and pharmacy had to put in a thing where it said no one can buy more than 2 tins. So then they would just show up with a bus full of people and go in one at a time and take all the tins of formula, send it back to China for like $50 a tin when it was about $28 here.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just criminal.
I read an article that doctors say that infants have been having seizures because their parents have been diluting the formula more with water, to try and ration it, and it's causing the babies to have seizures.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. That's really sad. It's awful.
Let's not forget that part of the reason there's a shortage is because we've allowed certain corporations to become mega corporations, whereas every state had production plants that would manufacture infant formula. Now we have 3 in the entire country that manufacture infant formula.
Really?
And they're owned by Abbott. And Abbott had to shut down their main source, and that's part of the supply chain issue. And the other part is that President Oompa Loompa, one of his famous trade deals, limited the ability to import infant formula from Canada. And we can't now get infant formula from Canada because of Donald J. Trump.
Well, supposedly people were saying you can go on Amazon and change your country and you could get formula from Canada.
I hope so, because there's lots of people struggling.
You got bigger problems as well.
Yeah,
You gotta talk
I know.
about it, kid. We gotta talk about it. I know we have this conversation a lot, but it's because it happens a lot. I
ended up finding out one of the guys that were in that shooting. I went to college with his wife, and she's been posting, and it just breaks my heart because they have a child too, and she's just
Is he okay?
The child's okay. They weren't involved. No, he died.
But
he died.
McNeil?
Yeah.
Oh
Pardon?
no.
Was that McNeil?
I can't. I'll be honest with you. I can't remember the name. I just know that she keeps posting his photo on her Facebook. We lost extreme touch, but when she ended up talking about it, it was just. I mean, it's heartbreaking because to even think that it came that close.
Yeah. Oh, it came really close.
Well, they were
One
talking.
of the victims grew up here in Auburn, New York.
Well,
his cousins still live here in Auburn, New York.
And we're saying that that kid was actually looking in Syracuse, which is where I live.
Yes, and he was planning to go up and down the road and kill as many people as he could. And yes, this is a mental health problem, but this is a mentally ill person who's been radicalized and armed.
Who could get a gun and shoot so many people.
Yes.
But also at the same time, like I had posted something, I think the same day, where it shows the divide on how they were treating him versus all of.
Well, he was able to still buy that gun after he apparently threatened to shoot up his school.
Davis put up a very.
Yeah, I remember.
Who shot up that church in North Carolina? They not only arrested him without incident, they took him to Burger King and bought him dinner because he told them he was hungry. Whereas, George
it's
Floyd
the white
died
privilege
over
that really needs to.
An alleged counterfeit 20.
And this is where racism is really alive, and this is what really makes me sick. And I think it's very difficult because obviously I have white privilege. I know that, but I also do my best to use the platform to be able to make sure that I can use it for something better because I know that I get certain rights. And it breaks my heart to see that there's such a difference there that the way that the cops are treating black and white. Because
this is what Viola Davis shared.
Yeah, that's what I had shared that day.
This is
makes me sick.
The breakdown of people that are apprehended without, heavily armed offenders.
But is that showing a fair? Is that showing a fair cross section? Because why isn't Justine there? She was unarmed and white and murdered by a police officer. It's kind of trying to frame a.
No, look,
It's about this specific incident. Was this guy targeted that store?
Was
for a
racially
reason.
motivated. There was
He,
definitely.
he had
He
the
detailed it in
N-word
his manifesto.
scratched in on his gun. You know what I mean? Like there was a reason.
Yeah.
So like we there was lots of fighting this week on Twitter. Where people and I were, you know me with mental health. Same people don't go shooting up grocery stores.
Yeah, but why
No,
can
or-
they?
or-
Why can they
or-
shoot up stores?
Or
There's also
or
a lot of really nice
they
mentally
don't
ill people
go-
who don't shoot up grocery stores.
right, but again, if you say, but we're not talking about them, because if we say,
But Jeff, this has
you
been
know
going
what?
on since forever. Like, I was watching a documentary yesterday about 21 people being shot up in a McDonald's in 1984, babies and children as well being shot. And why do these people who are fucking crazy have access to weapons that can kill that many
Exactly.
people?
Okay, right, guns, fine, bad, boom, whatever. But the problem, it's not the guns. The
Yes,
people are not
it's
being
a
taken
twofold
care
problem,
of.
Jeffrey. It's not
You have
single issue.
more people die of drugs in this country than fucking gun violence. Everybody's so worried about guns. What about the goddamn drugs? More people die of drug overdoses in this fucking country than they do of guns. And all of you have sat here and bitched about gun violence, but I don't see anybody crying about a fucking opioid overdose.
Oh, yes,
So
I
don't
do.
sit
That's
here
what I live
and
with.
tell me.
Hey, Jeff, guess what?
When nobody's
Vera and I have
sitting
looked
here
after
talking
people
about
who've
the
had
real
opioid
problem
overdoses, so
is
don't say
mental
that.
health.
I work in an
Everybody.
NWC clinic, Jeffrey. I deal with opioid addiction
The
every
fucking
day.
problem is we have no mental health care in this fucking country.
I agree with
Sane
that.
people
Healthcare in
do
this country.
not
We
fucking
have
run
no
cars
healthcare
into a
in
crowd
this
of people.
country.
Sane
It's
people
healthcare.
do not stab people. Sane people do not put a gun to somebody while they're sleeping and blow their fucking brains out. Sane
By the
people do
same
not go
token,
shoot up a
Jeffrey,
grocery store. And
You
that
don't
doesn't
have to be
mean
insane to
people
be
with
addicted
mental
to
health
opioids.
are not going to go do it.
You do
It's
not have
not
to
a
be
fucking
insane to
blanket
be addicted
statement.
to opioids.
Nobody said that. Nobody
They're
said
two
that.
different. They're two different. It's apples and oranges. Is my point.
Nobody said that. But I'm saying everybody's so obsessed with like, oh, guns, 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 guns. Well, if you're worried about what's killing people in this country, worry about opioids and fucking drug overdoses. That's killing more people than
I'm
guns
worried
are.
about that too.
But I'm
worried
saying
about it too.
every time everybody's
Do you know why we don't
ah.
have mass shootings anymore, Jeffrey?
Because you know what?
Christchurch.
The gun stuff is avoidable. You know,
So is drug overdoses, Luke.
it
Yeah,
is, but you know what? It's a lot harder to control.
No, it's not. Stop making them.
Stop making drugs.
Nobody.
Tell that
nobody
to all the
needs a
criminals
fucking
that are cooking them
hydrocodone.
up.
There's also the matter
You know
of
where the
choice when
opioids
it
are
comes
coming
to
from? They're
drugs,
coming from
just quietly
Afghanistan.
as well.
Afghanistan's largest export is opioids.
There we go. We're not
So
going to
what are we
agree on
gonna
it.
do about it?
We're not
What are
gonna
we gonna do
Dakota, what
about
do
it?
you think? Dakota?
Dakota's like, what? Dakota and I are just sitting here watching everything unfold.
We
love
just
it.
did all that fighting for one fucking person.
It doesn't
That
One
was
matter.
person.
intense.
Ooh.
Doesn't matter. But this is this is the world you live in. Mental health is a big issue. I mean, look,
What a waste.
what a waste. What
I
a
don't like when mommy
Stick
and
it on
daddy
TikTok.
fight.
Stick it
We're
on
not
TikTok.
fighting.
That'll be good.
Yeah, we still love each other. It's
Isn't
fine.
fighting.
But this is stuff that we obviously do not agree on, and
It's
it
all
just
good.
comes out.
Agreed.
You
to
know,
I want
disagree.
everyone's point of view though on the View from Here. So, Netflix this week, amongst the fucking shit fight that is going on over there, have released a statement. Netflix, they've cracked down on they're saying that in the wake of the
Fuck off,
drama
Jeffrey.
that happened with, are we good?
Yeah.
The Dave
We're all right.
Chappelle's with the Dave Chappelle special and people being offended and rah 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 rah. Netflix have kind of gone off their softly approach and gone, if something offends you, then maybe this isn't the right company for you to work for. They're telling people to basically toe the company line or get out, which, you know, is
It was a
fair.
great statement.
It's a very blunt, flat statement, which I find interesting in a world where, you know, HR is the king and you can't make someone feel uncomfortable in the workplace and you can't do this, that, and the other. So is this effectively taking people's choice away, or not?
Mm-mm. Not at all.
So if you had a company, if you had your company mandate, whatever company you work for, certain things, you just leave, right? If you don't
Right.
agree with the
You have
politics
a
of the company.
you have a choice
Yeah.
to find another job.
Yeah, you don't have to
I've
work there.
never
Like, I don't have to
worked
work
for a
in a job
company
where I
that
have people
didn't
come
go
in and
that way.
swear at me. But they do, and I
They
still work
do,
there.
and I stay there.
I never
But-
worked for
Need the
a company
money.
that it didn't run that way. If you
I
didn't like
know,
the
but I think
policy, you
it's
could leave.
very, very, very funny that they've kind of done this big backpedal where they're like, you know, money talks more than wokeness about, you know,
Well,
we're so worried
welcome
about,
to
you know,
America.
we're so worried about offending people, but now that Netflix's bottom line is suffering immensely, they're like, no, fuck all that shit.
That's because they have shitty
better-
content.
Right, and they keep
That's
canceling the
true.
good stuff.
And they keep
keep
wanting to
cancelling
put like
that
more
stuff.
stipulations down, like you can't share screens. Like, I'm sorry, if I want to pay for Disney Plus and some other thing, and someone in my family wants to pay for Netflix, and we want to give each other the other screen because they're only ever going to watch one, who
I
cares?
am
I'm
one
still
person.
paying the higher amount. I'm
I am
paying for the
one
other screen.
person. I have 4 different screens in my house, but I'm one person. But I should be able to get whatever content I've paid for on any screen I want in my house.
Right. And how do they know that you're not traveling? Right? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
because
Mhm.
if I go to somewhere and I'm staying somewhere, I'm gonna log into my account wherever I am because I want my account there.
Mhm.
Exactly, and I don't think you get to change your vibe that directly when they've been successful, but now that they had the monopoly for so long, they're like, haha, we are kings of streaming service because we got there first. Now there's Disney Plus and and every
Yep.
dog and their
many.
pony has a streaming service that has exclusive content that you have to only get
3
from
of
that
which I
streaming
have
service.
because I forgot to end it before the free trial period.
You know what I mean? Like,
Honey,
In the
I'll give
end-
you my
in the end-
passwords. I got them all.
in the end, it comes down to the content
tell
you
them.
generate and whether people want to watch it. And Netflix have a very strong tradition of canceling super, super popular shows because they
Yes.
would rather invest in getting new people to subscribe to the company than to keep the people that are subscribing for the shows that they love.
Well, and the amount
Well,
of
that's
money
why
that they spend on these big budget movies that are not good.
No.
Whoever greenlit that Rebel Wilson fucking train wreck needs to
I
be
haven't watched it yet. Is it really bad?
proof
Wah, wah.
that the only reason
There's funny
that Rebel
moments.
Wilson was famous was because we get it. Like, I was going to talk
What?
about this with the stereotypes from the Bros movie trailer, and I was going to get all passionate about that, but we got passionate about guns, so that's okay. But Rebel Wilson ain't that funny, y'all.
She was when
I don't
she was
actually
fat.
care.
No, she wasn't that funny when she used to be on stuff here in Australia, and
Oh.
it
She
was
wasn't
never
that
that
funny.
funny. And she'd sit on like a late night show and like just do like randomly like pseudo racist shit, like ching chong, rah, and I'm like, oh, is that funny? It's funny because you are making a joke of yourself, but it's fucking still
Exactly.
offensive.
It's funny because you're playing up the stereotype.
Well,
that
you
everyone
mean
has. The fact that
she's
you allowed yourself to play a character called Fat Amy for 3 movies, make money off it, and then we're supposed to care. We're supposed to care about you losing this weight, all this weight, and go, I'm a better person for it, and rah, 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 I'm amazing, I'm great. You know what? You made Cats, ruined your career, had to come back to Australia and host a show about dog grooming that also got cancelled, and now you're down to making Netflix movies that no one's watching, and you look about 50. So boom.
And she doesn't look
Yeah.
good at all. She doesn't look
No.
healthy.
No, when somebody's like
Stephen.
really like heavy and they lose a lot of weight, they look
It's
sick.
too much.
That's-
They
I-
lose a lot
Why
of
do you-
the.
I'm
This-
like,
hey.
I don't ever want to lose that much weight.
You're
Like,
all
Dakota,
fucking
I'm gonna
brutal.
Dakota, I'm gonna be the first one to say, hey, everyone says I look the same as I did in high school. That's because fat don't crack.
Where is
Now,
Katie
you
McCarthy?
Say fat.
Where's Katie
Oh.
McCarthy? I'm
She's at the
always
pit.
the fucking
No,
fat
here we
shaming
go.
bitch.
Here we go, Jeff. Do you know where Katie McCarthy is?
Oh, at the
At a
book fair.
PTA
Club.
event.
She's at the book fair.
That is the whitest woman thing I've heard. She's at a PTA event. She can't be here. I'm sorry. She's big outrage with the other white mothers. I can't.
Because the book fair goes to 9 o'clock.
We love.
She made gluten-free
What kind of
granola.
What kind of school? Aren't those kids in like? Aren't those kids in like elementary school? What kind of elementary school event goes to 9 p.m.? Those kids.
Thank
should be in
you.
bed.
That's what I
It's
just
right
said.
down.
It's the new sleepover book fair.
Oh, maybe they have to clean up. They probably got to pick up and shit.
Don't those come? Don't. If I remember book fairs, they came in like little like metal cages where they just
Cases.
kind of closed.
I don't
Like
know.
you
Maybe they
literally
sit there and gossip and they got to pick up the lemonade. Who knows?
That's when all the shaky mummies who had their white
It's
wine
Katie
get together
McCarthy.
and
Her
talk
cage
to each
gets
other.
rattled real easily. If she was on tonight, she'd have been crying and all red in the
But
face and shit.
They're
She'd have
probably
been having a nervous
gossiping.
breakdown.
They're probably like,
Stop
did you
it.
see how Susan brought peanut butter
Look at how
cookies?
uncomfortable this
No
one is.
peanut.
She's like, oh, don't talk about Katie McCarthy.
You can't bring peanuts to school, Dakota. You would kill
Like
17
that.
children.
I know, that's what I said. They're talking shit about Susan. Who's Susan?
Who's
I don't
Susan?
fucking know.
Susan who
know.
brought peanuts.
Nobody
something
cared
laced
about
in
Susan.
peanuts
Nobody
to
knows
school.
Susan.
Susan's
Nobody
a
knows
cunt.
Susan.
That's why.
That's the problem. Susan just showed up. They're like, do you have a kid here? She's like, no, but I brought peanut butter cookies. Cool.
She's gonna rub nuts on all the children and make them go into anaphylaxis, and they don't have.
Well,
enough
I'm pretty
empty
sure I
hands.
rub nuts on all the children.
Oh, don't say children. We
That's
can,
why you have that lovely
let's-
ankle bracelet.
Let's wind that back. That's why you never see Madison Devine out the house these days,
Yeah.
So true.
and
Why
not
do you
allowed
think-
to live near a school. That's
Why do you think
okay.
Why do you
Madison's
think
on
I
house
have
arrest.
a fake
Jeffrey, what's
ex-husband?
happening?
I had a really funny meme the other day. Some guy made a fake ankle bracelet so his neighbors wouldn't talk to him.
Dude, I should
I'm
do
su-
that.
I'm surprised Jeffrey doesn't have one, so the locals don't talk to him.
I don't mind these locals. It's when I go
Yeah.
back to New York.
You've grown to love. You've gone full Schitt's
Oh,
Creek,
come
haven't you?
on.
Well, there's
Yeah.
like 4 of them. There's 4 of them. You know
You
what I
love
mean?
it.
Like, it's not a crowd. It's, you know.
You're the
It's like
token,
4
token big city
You,
gay, and you've
Bigfoot,
gone Schitt's Creek. You
Iggy.
love it.
Actually, no. To be honest, I am so ready to be back in the city. I am fucking over the wilderness. I like it for the summer.
It only
but
took you a couple of years.
yeah. I'm done. I want delivery. I want drive-through. I want.
He's like the Unabomber. He can only spend so much time in that cabin.
Yeah.
Remember
I
all that
need-
Wendy's we ate, Jeff? We're going to get some more Wendy's. It's going to be great.
I need like. things.
Quality time with
Oh,
people.
what's happening to Madison? She's
Let's
pumping
spend some
it out of the
quality
bottle
time
there.
with our favourite person.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Vera Bed.
I hope. Is the event going to
Sorry,
be
I
about
cut you
me?
off.
No.
My ruined
All right,
got
D.
Jeffrey.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
There.
It'd be amazing.
Well, we barely touched upon this last week, and I think we need to talk about it. The Party of Life, the pro-life, pro-mother, pro-child party is still working to ban our reproductive rights. You know, I say this all the time. There is not a single fucking person alive who is pro-abortion. But everybody, 70% of the country is pro-choice. Meaning, I may not believe in abortion. I may never want to have an abortion. But if you find yourself in a circumstance where you need an abortion, it's none of my fucking business. And it's none of yours either. The Supreme Court is on the verge of rescinding Roe v. Wade. And 27 states have got laws in the works to make it illegal immediately the second Roe v. Wade is upset. And today, the state of Oklahoma passed a law that said any abortion after conception is a crime.
What?
Conception. They're saying life begins on that one night stand or that incestual rape or that, broken condom. That's where life begins. But there's no law in the book saying that the father's on the hook for anything ever. This is not about the child's welfare. There's no law to guarantee that child's health care after he's born. There's no law that says that the mother's childbirth is going to be paid for. There's no guarantee that that child's going to be adopted, even though Justice Amy Coleman Barrett Handmaid said that we had to make sure and increase our supply available adoptees. You know, if that child's born with any impediment at all, no white Christian couple is going to adopt them. If that child's born with of color, no white Christian child's going to adopt them. You know, this is not pro-life. This is anti-choice. That's what this is. This is about keeping women down because since Roe v. Wade, more women have stayed in the workplace, more women have gotten their college degrees, and more women have moved up in the world. This is part of that old white boy network, the great replacement theory where everybody's out to take the white man's place in this world. Well, guess what, white man? You fucking suck.
Oh dear, good work. I think that's the end of the event, right? It was you. I don't know what the mysterious noise is. Let's
Jeffrey's fan.
Jeffrey, you're muted.
It's Jeffrey.
You're muted. You've muted yourself. Oh, you're back.
I don't have a fan.
You're right.
What's
There's
that
absolutely no
vibrating
fans
sound?
for Jeffrey.
Is
There's
that Madison?
something going on. There's some kind of whistle
It's not
down
here.
the wind,
I can
the
hear
willows.
it, but it's not me.
I'm telling you, it's just me
Hi,
breathing.
Deborah. How are you?
Hi, Debbie.
You've joined us
Hey.
just at the end of the show. Welcome.
I know. I haven't seen Deb in a while.
That's all right. So, yeah, Vera, we all agree. I mean, come on.
I know. And I
Life
think
begins at conception. Does that make every male that masturbates like a mass murderer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
hello. Like, stop killing them kids. That makes
Madison's
Madison
a
serial
cannibal. A mass cannibal.
No sense at all.
A mass cannibal. That's all we have to say.
I'm telling you right now, there's literally like an entire graveyard in my stomach. Anyways.
Oh my god.
Lisa Marie.
Yeah, we didn't talk about Lisa Marie, but she's back in. She's come back on social media after the death of her son, just to give the Elvis movie a bit of a plug. So bless her heart. We love Lisa Marie. Jeffrey loves Lisa Marie. I know he does. Jeffrey and I are gonna have a Lisa Marie dance party when I come to the States.
You're gonna sing her hits?
And
Yeah.
you guys got to stay tuned because we're going to do a live gun debate while we're over in the States, aren't we, Vera?
we should get a laser tag or something. Just to
No, we're going to go into a ring and we're going to be armed.
And stay tuned. They're also going to do a live circle jerk.
Paintball fight?
No.
I
How about laser
easily.
Tag?
Laser
Laser
Terrible
tag.
bad taste.
Look at Vera. I'm not running. Look at Vera. I'm not fucking running anywhere.
No.
I'm
Fuck
not
this.
running either.
Vera, Dakota, and I are
Laser-
going to be the cheerleaders. We're just
Laser
going to watch
tag
it.
on golf carts.
I
get real
nothing but
for a fat
respect
lazy
for the
person.
people
I get
who
real competitive.
train in survivalist arts, but this is who I am. Oh, leave me here. Save yourself.
Love
Save
it.
the children. Vera's a professional martyr. She's like, oh, I'm doing it for the children. Save them,
No,
please.
save yourself. Just
Save
leave
Love
me
that.
here to die.
So
The
Jeffrey,
show must go on.
the big question of late seems to be, will there be a show on Monday?
Anyone's guess. There's
See, what had
supposed to
happened
be-
was
We didn't
Be
take
pre-
one, but there's
Be
I hear
prepared.
you've got a good one that's in the bank that you could just throw.
no, we cannot. No, I think it's gone.
Oh, it's been deleted.
bunch of-
The
I got a
inbox has been
copy.
destroyed.
Oh, which I need you to send me something. But yeah, okay. So that's it, right? We're done. We gotta go.
We are done.
We gotta
Make sure
go.
you tune in. We're
gotta
gonna
go.
have a What Had Happened Was next week. We've got other stuff. We'll be back next week. We love you all. Please be kind to each other, and
What was the return of Katrina A. Johnson?
yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Next
maybe,
Tuesday?
We'll see.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
No.
We'll
Maybe
see.
not. Oh.
Stay on Kitty Watch. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.